Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rule the Waves 3 with me, Alpha by Omega, and the Kaiserliche Martine. So it is 1914 and we are getting in a little bit of a situation here. What I was expecting is that our relations with Great Britain are going to continue escalating, but that did not happen. We actually have just increased tensions with France and Great Britain, high tensions with America, and sort of a strained relations with Russia. But who really has strained relations is Spain and United States. They are just a few steps away from war, and United States are allied with Great Britain. So I do really wonder how this is going to play out. On the other hand, what I'm trying to say here is that Great Britain and United States both together have about 7 times, actually more than 7 times, the navy of Spain. But if you remember, Spain was able to do massive damage to their enemies despite having a big enough navy. So, I guess it's the old, the bigger they are, the easier it is to hit them. And the harder it is to miss, something like that. We'll see. In a year we might be here again and see that the tensions dropped to a bearable level. But, United States always wanted Cuba. So it's not something that goes away. They will always want Cuba until they get it or until they are summarily defeated by Spain. So we'll see. Either way, it's something to keep in mind and look at during the year. As far as the tonnage goes, we've had quite a big growth this year. The difference overall is 92,800 tons, and we got to nearly 2.3 million tons at 2,289,100 tons. The biggest addition was on the side of United States. They added 49,000, and Italy, who added 39,400 tons. We added 17,900. Russia added nearly 10,000 at 9,900, and Austria-Hungary added 6,200. Spain added 5,800. Great Britain lost 7,400 by scuttling some of their old ships. France lost 13,000 and Japan lost 15,000 tons. Overall, though, it is still a growth of 92,800 tons, which is pretty good to see. It looks like, I like the fact that we are catching up to Great Britain on this chart. Pretty much everyone is catching up to Britain for a long time now. I wanted to say a whole ass period, but it makes no sense. I don't know why I thought of that. Tonnage comparison combined, we can see that we are definitely back to a growth period again, but we're still nowhere near breaking our record of something of, I think it was like 2.7 million tons. So let's hope we can reach it. It would be kind of interesting. And, at this point, I am really happy with our progress, because at 1904 we definitely didn't have so many ships as we do now. So most of that growth was on the side of France and Great Britain, and ironically they now have less tons than they had before, or at least it certainly looks like that based on the graph. Here is the share. We are sitting at exactly 15% right now. Great Britain has 17.5%, France 12.75%, Italy 9.05%, Russia has 12.54%, Japan 9.2%, USA 13.84%, Austria-Hungary 5.79%, and Spain 4.33%. But Spain is getting back to where it started, so hopefully they can make it up. And again, the starting point was much smaller in the end, so even though they're the only one who is sub 100,000 tons, they are hopefully gonna go up. Looking at this, we definitely are starting to see the victors and the losers. Austria, Hungary, Spain, even Italy are now very well below the numbers of everyone else. Ironically, Japan is as well. We'll have to check their economies. I'm really interested in seeing how they're doing. Economy and budget. So we've had a growth of nearly 17% this year. We've also had a further reduction in expensive. Damn, I'm having a hard time Englishing today. In expenses, we actually are now at 101.1% of our income, and we managed to increase the funds available to us or in reserve by 190%. So we now have 8.3% of our yearly budget saved, which is actually nearly our entire month of expenses, which is great. Most expenses are still going to construction. Those increased by 11%, currently at 64.14%. We've lowered the ship cost by 11.1% by moving more ships to reserve. And we increased the expenses for submarines and aircraft as well by 25% and 70.9% respectively. Other than that, not much to say. I'm happy that we are back above the trend line, which is good. You can easily see that also the expenses are starting to get a little bit better. And I marked us A- for this year due to the fact that we still don't have our expenses completely in line. But, anything below 95 would be just a savings mentality. So I don't really think we need to save much more than this. We'll keep it at around, I think, 25,000 would be an ideal number at this point. Other than that, we're going to continue with our operations under the command of the Neue Lehre. We've been building quite a lot of new ships, new submarines. We've built some airfields. And honestly, I'm really hoping that we are soon going to be able to incorporate aircraft into the shipboard operations because we already have a level in aircraft shipboard operations. You know that we got some fighters available, and we now got even more options in that area, but we still don't have the catapult. So our Navy is basically unable to have these guys on board because there's no way to launch them. So that's going to be a big thing for us. When that happens, we're going to incorporate it. We have already mentioned a couple of candidates for the aircraft carrying, scout carrying, basically, scout carrying operations. So I'm hoping that that's going to be available to us soon. Other than that, we've added a level in machine development, in fire control, in subdivisions and damage control, in turrets and gun mountings, ship designs, armor-piercing projectiles, in explosive shells, and in naval guns. Oh yeah, we actually have 15 and 16-inch guns now available at quality 0. So that is something that we really need to look into, because we're still using 14-inch guns on our battlecruisers, but the difference between 14 and 16-inch guns is massive, so we'll need to look into that. But you've already seen how heavy the shells for the 14-inch guns are, so then there's a question of whether or not it would be worth it. But with the director and the further increases in targeting control, I think that we will soon be able to really shoot at basically the viewing distance or the spotting distance, and if we get aircraft, then it's even easier to shoot at the targets if you can spot them using an aircraft. So, something to keep in mind. Fleet overview. Well, we got 4 battlecruisers now, we're building 2 more. We got 12 heavy cruisers, we're building 1 more. We got 10 light cruisers, we're building 1 more. We finally upped the destroyer count to 13, and we're building 7 more. I think we're going to start building even more. I would like to have at least 30 available before the next war breaks out. We're building another corvette, and we have 15 submarines with 3 more on the way. The mining capacity and minesweeping capacity is something that we need to focus on. So once we finish the destroyers, I might consider redesigning them or looking at some more corvettes that we could build with the mining and minesweeping capacities. We'll have to think about it, because that's something that really needs to be taken care of. Here is the amount of our ships after the decrease in 1912 and 1913. It is great to be back to a solid growth. And here are some of the ships that we are working on. So the Burning-class battlecruisers. Oh, wait, do I have a... No, wait, I don't, because we get... I was thinking, like, how the hell do we have only 2 of them? But Rhines are also battlecruisers. So we got 2 of those, and then we get 2 of the new Berwyn-class battlecruisers. And we're building 2 more. We also have 2 ships of the König von Bayern already in service, and we're building Ludwig I, which is going to be the third cruiser for the high seas fleet. And we'll need to look. Okay, we're building also Breslau, the next carrossery. It's going to be actually finished this year. Okay, good. But we need to think about adding more ships to our navy and rebuilding some of the old ones. I know that I'm postponing the rebuild of the old pre-Dreadnoughts of the Deutsche Kaiserliche and Donau class, but it's, as you saw, really limited to the fact that we need to make them faster, and I would really like to give them airplanes so that they can spot for us. I'm thinking that maybe even Königs could be rebuilt in such a way, or maybe we could rebuild the Lübecks, because we can get them to a ridiculous speed. And if we could actually figure out how we can rebuild the ship so that it has 1 or 2 catapults, they could very well serve as spotters for us in case that we'll have a hard time putting it on our dreadnoughts. And here's the G1 class. You can see that we finished the first 3 ships of the class. We're building 5 more. All will be finished this year, hopefully. And here's the GF1, the destroyer leaders. We're building 2, same as we did with the V1 and VF1 classes, who are now capable of laying mines and much higher speeds than they were before. And here's the Sea Löwe, which we finished, and we're building the Steinbeiß next, and we finished this year as well. Bases and land fortifications, no changes to the actual docking capacity, but we finished the airship base, or some more of them actually, because we had some last year as well, but we now have 2 in Northern Europe. I think we got 1 in Emden and 1 in Wilhelmshaven. We got 2 in Indian Ocean, 1 in Eritrea and 1 in Tanganyika, and we got 1 in the Baltic. Here's the coastal fortification that we have, and here's the officer corps. Well, we're seeing really a little bit of a decrease in the total numbers. Unfortunately, we're also seeing a decrease in their competence. So no brilliant officers at this point. On 11 above average, we have 12 average, 21 below average, and 2 incompetent. I really hope that's because it is easier to spot those that don't do their job well. And that's it. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the game. So here we are in the game, doing well. We currently have, well, good. We have more than 1 page worth of ships in service right now. We're building and we're actually just building new ships, and a lot of them. Steinbeiß, a lot of destroyers, destroyer leaders, and then Breslau, Ludwig, Leipzig, München. So we really should start focusing on the rebuilds, looking at that. Also building 3 more submarines. I'm moving you to the Mediterranean. I remember I wanted to do that, so that is a possibility. And here's my airship base, where you can reserve. Oh snap, you can actually put even your airship bases on reserve. I had no idea. Okay, I mean that lowers the expenses a little bit. Not sure why. Tanganyika. I guess that's because they're in the colonies. Yeah, I think that's because they're in the colonies, and we can't expand them because we don't have developed larger air bases. Cool. So without further ado, I think we can jump right into it. So let's end the turn. Actually, let me just see ships in service. Anyone? No. Ships in the construction. Anyone? Nope. Nobody accelerated. So let's end the turn and see what it brings to us. Tensions between USA and Spain are very high. Secondary director enables directors for secondary battery and for light cruisers main battery. Cool. Okay. And TNT warhead. Torpedoes do more damage. Not great. Research breakthrough. Explosive shells. Quality steel for shells. Increase in high explosives shell damage. Okay. The government of Great Britain has increased naval spending to keep its navy preeminent. Frigate and Captain Goethe is promoted to Captain Suzanne. Okay, we have a bunch of research done. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start spying on Russia and let us check. Yep, they're at 10, so a war is probably going to break out very soon. Happy to not be part of it, honestly, because we have been part of the last war, and while it went really well for us, I'm not entirely happy with the idea that it's gonna be like that for the near future. Okay, let me see. We're building Breslau. You're sending okay, you're saying that we can do the director now, which is good. Okay, and what did it mean for the second director? I don't think there's a church from us. Cross-deck fire also low there. I wonder what the... If somebody knows, let me know, but I read it as that we get something new for... Where's the year? Secondary director. Name was directors for secondary battery. Oh, I guess that... Okay, I guess that now they will take the benefit from it, I guess. And light cruisers can have it on their main. I guess that's how you're supposed to read it. Either way. We have commissioned 2 submarines, and we're happy about it. The French government is interested in buying the rights to torpedo technology TNT warhead. Nope, that's a new one, and I'm not gonna hand it over to you. Research breakthrough armor development. Improved face hardening. Gradual improvement in armor quality. Our scientists report that they have suffered a temporary setback in figuring out the concept of triple bottom. New research area discovered. Our scientists expect promising results from the new research area of amphibious operations. The rebellion on Cuba continues, and I have no idea what the amphibious operations would even do to us. Basic details. Is that like a bonus to our army or something? Let's keep it in medium. I don't really want to put too much priority into that, but maybe we'll be able to plan something during the war. Okay, the tensions decreased a little bit. Let me just see about the economy now. Where is it? National data. Oh, here. No. Naval budget. Here it is. Base resources 32,440 and 783 from positions. Great Britain is still at 29,837, 5,057 from positions. France is at 23,045, 1,176 from positions. Italy 21,434, 425 from positions. Russia 21,206, 862 from positions. Japan at 19,140, 417 from positions. Okay, USA is the only one that actually keeps up with us. Base resources 31,878 and 775 from positions. Austria-Hungary 17,554, 200 from positions. And Spain 11,536, 299 from... Okay, Spain is just having an issue. Okay, and we're very advanced, so is Great Britain. France, okay, became very advanced, and USA are now very advanced. Austria-Hungary is behind, Spain is backwards, so is Japan, Russia is behind, Italy is behind. Okay, and because we finished the 2 subs, thinking we want to get more. Okay, so you're now in Indian Ocean. That's great. That's where we wanted to have you. You guys are in Northern Europe. So let me build... I know that the mining submarines are having... some issues when it comes to their effectiveness. They can be easily killed, and so can the long-range submarines, but I think they would be useful for us to at least have some of them. So let's give them U501. They cost 250 per month. Okay, they're actually really expensive compared to other submarines. So let's instead build a U-23. another 76% reliability for a coastal submarine. And we're still making 1 Reichsmark per month. That's how you do it. 2 ships have finished their working up. Unexplained delays has affected the building of Ludwig I. We finished the workup of our destroyers, Captain Surza Marshall, Grand Admiral. Captain Surza Weigold will average is placed in command of battlecruiser Rhine. Austria-Hungary is building bigger docks. Austrian Navy is putting a lot of effort into gunnery training. Battlecruiser Berman is going to be commissioned in 5 or 3 months, depending on your outlook on time. Okay, not much to say here. I think I'm going to put you down to reserve once you finish your working up. So you can go there. We're not really in any imminent danger of war. Alliance between Great Britain and USA has expired. That's actually good for Spain. Our best brains are hard at work studying the fascinating challenges of improved diesel engines, but there has been little progress. Okay, we are having unexplained delays. That's fine. That's fine. We're raking in some money, which I'm happy with. We've commissioned the submarine EU-209 into the Navy. Research breakthrough. Shipboard aircraft operations. Improved seaplane carrier. How about the catapults game? New full-plane scout prototypes are ready for evaluation. Okay, so we asked for the fold plane, and here are the things that we can do. So we can get Heinkel 85, max speed 86, cruise speed 74, range 89, range medium, range heavy. They have no bombs. They have a little bit of firepower. This is maneuvering. Yeah, maneuver toughness 4. So for us, wait, then there's the let's go through them all. Heinkel 87, max speed 91 and 78 cruise speed, but lower range significantly. Has lower torpedo, low maneuverability as well. Dornier 89. 76 max speed, cruise speed 69, range is 94, so it's the highest one, but it's lowest. And Bloom and Voss BV 90, max speed 81. Okay, so you have the highest maneuvering, but I guess maneuvering at this point is not going to be important for us. Norval toughness, either way they have all the same. I don't think firepower is something that we really want to deal with. I mean, if someone starts attacking, they're screwed either way. So it really would be most about the range. So the range is highest on Dorniers, but they're way slower than everybody else. Like way slower, 76 and 69. So it's a question between the Heinkel, in my opinion, and the Dornier. Because the Dornier has a little bit of extra range, but it's slower. And the Heinkel has a higher range, lower range, higher than the other two. I think I'm gonna take the Heinkel. It is more maneuverable. It has a little bit of firepower. The difference in range is not that major, and it's slightly faster than the Heinz. Actually, no, it's not faster. Wait, what was I looking at? Oh no, and then the Dornier. Okay, so it is faster than the Dornier. It has a little bit of less range, but it has firepower and more maneuvering. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Heinkel. Cool. So now we have the Heinkel available. You can always request proposal for a new aircraft. I don't think we can build any air groups because we don't have any airfields, honestly, and the game hasn't allowed that to us. But yeah, I think it still doesn't allow us to get the catapults, does it? Seaplane carrier suggest some. Yes. So we have that. Our capacity 5. Catapults none. We have not invented that. So when I go to check it, ship without catapults or flight deck will have to stop. Oh wait! So if we don't have a catapult, we can still launch an aircraft, but we just need to stop. Okay. So that means we could still design a ship, a battle cruiser, a seaplane hangar. And we would consider it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's try it. Let's actually try it on those that we know we want to have that. Actually, I'm gonna wait a couple more months because I would like to see if we have any development, but we need to lower our expenses so that we can use the monthly balance here. And then we're gonna start the rebuilds. Italian government is interested in buying the right to fire control ladder shooting. We have really good relations with them, and 2,450 is not that bad. Relations between USA and Spain are very tense. Improved longitudinal framing, weight saving on hull, 15 feet range finder, a gradual national accuracy improvement, and naval aviation lighter than air, improved airship engines, improves their performance. Our new fighter Junkers Ju-84 is ready for operational service. Rebellion in Cuba continues. Okay. So we're going to be developing for 5 more months, if I understand this correctly. But I can't really do anything because we don't have an airfield. But let me see then. What did we... The second battle group is led by the Rhines, isn't it? What do we have them here? Yeah, they got 24 knots. So whatever we rebuild from the ships, I think I'm gonna work with Donau first. Replace machinery. Make it a turbine, and we discussed that we cannot get it to 24. We would need to upgrade the guns. Lower the capacity here. Oh yeah, I need to decrease these. Okay, then I don't even need to do this, do I? Oh no, it's now identified as a battlecruiser. Hull form will not... Oh, okay, so you cannot go faster than 23 knots. Could have improved secondary guns, firing secondary armament. Design is not legal. Okay, so if I give you these ones... Actually, couldn't I give you even a higher caliber? I could give you 16... Jesus. Is this legal? Ship is overgunned. 22,000 tons. You get 19,000. Okay, if we gave you 15... Okay, then it would be fine. We can lower the speed a little, and we got 609. So if I add a seaplane hangar and a capacity of, let's say, 2. Oh, and I can give it any deck armor or anything. With this... Okay, now you requalified it back. Ships while catapults. Okay, fire control is not the best type. We can fix that to director. I can... Wait, did this change anything? No, it didn't. Okay. Because we're changing the guns anyway, so it'll give you 190. can upgrade the secondaries. How heavy would that be? It would be really heavy, so let's not do that. So you're gonna have 15-inch primaries, 8-inch secondaries. You're gonna have the seaplane helicopter hangar. I wish I just knew how much the freaking catapult is going to weigh, because at this point what I could do is just save a little bit of weight on it, something like this, and then install the catapults. That would be amazing, because we would have 2 air capacity. Director firing the secondary armament. Where do I head? Asymmetric secondary director. What the hell am I missing here? Add mount graphics. Autoplays. Additional armament? Something like this? Catapults, missile launchers, minesweeping gear, radar. Where the hell do I... Ah, okay, so there is an option here for that. So that's new. That I didn't know. Okay, so director, we can have that. And I just wish I knew that this would be enough. But I mean, if all comes down to it, if it's gonna be heavier than... Okay, let's go like this. If it's gonna be heavier than 80, we're just gonna lower the amount of secondary rounds, because those are easy to change. It's gonna cost 2,920, so about, what would that be, 40,000 to rebuild this. But the 15-inch guns, 23 knots, and it's gonna have the seaplane helicopter hangar is pretty good. Cool. On the other hand, auto carrier conversion, building nations. Yeah, we might eventually convert this one to a full-blown carrier. We would just remove the superstructure, and because it's one of our pre-Dreadnoughts, so there's not gonna be that much to do. Vouch doesn't really... Yeah, torpedo defense is impossible. Okay, so let's save this. I know. Yes, let's go to the rebuild dialogue. It's gonna be heavy and long, but we're gonna start it right now. When are we finishing some ships? In 3 months. The München is gonna be finished, which will cover the cost, and Breslau as well. Okay, so that's our first seaplane thing here. Interested in seeing if there's gonna be more things happening. So let's end the turn. The Panama Canal opens. Interesting. Research breakthrough. Light forces and torpedo warfare destroys up to 1,500 tons displacement. Okay, so we're definitely gonna design new destroyers after this, and they're gonna be priority minesweepers and mine layers. Increased industrialization improves national resources. Frigate and Captain Voigt, below average, seems to have overstrained the engines of light cruiser Zebra during a high-speed run. He's in for a court of inquiry. Use influence to get him off the hook. He should be cashiered. He decided to do something that is not good. And yeah. Our economy increased to 33,000. So did United States, though. Yeah, that's gonna be our biggest rival. I mean, it's understandable. United States have been around this time, on their transition to becoming a superpower. Since that's something we should really think is not expected. Okay, so in 1-1, München, Breslau, and even the Steinbeiß in G4 are gonna be finished. So a lot of money is gonna go our way. Our light cruiser Breslau is commissioned into the Navy. During the trials, it is found that the ship is easily surpassing her design speed. München is commissioned into the Navy. Steinbeiß is commissioned into the Navy. G4 is commissioned into the Navy. So with that said, we now have 2,332 available. Okay, so you guys are working up. So I'm gonna add you to the divisions. So the High Seas Fleet Battlecruiser division is gonna get München. The Breslau Light Cruiser is gonna go into the High Seas Fleet Light Cruiser division. So we're gonna add Breslau. And we're finished. We have Karlsruhe, Breslau, and the 3 Hansa class ships. Seelöwe. Okay, so the second one. Second battlefield, we get the Liebex there. Second battle group, High Seas Fleet, Cruiser Fleet, okay. So the G4, we still don't have enough of these to create a full-blown group, do we? No, we get 4. And you guys are okay. We're gonna do it at the end of the month. Well, end of the year actually, not month. I was about to say end of the episode, but okay. So I can put you to reserve immediate, which is gonna save us a ton of money right off the bat. And the Steinbeiß. Where do we have the other Seelöwe? I'm going to Northeast Asia. Okay, so let's send you there as well. Because that is far enough for us to actually send you guys there so that you can... Oh no, you're at... Okay, no. So this is how we're gonna do it. You're gonna be on foreign stations, both of you. And we'll let you just, wander around. I'm gonna build another Seelöwe here. What are you? So Stella. Nope. We're gonna build one that's gonna call it Siegel. Or Ziegel, I guess would be the better pronunciation. So let's build that one. Those are our new minewares and minesweepers. And let's look if we can design a new destroyer. So we have what, 1500? We did say? Yes, 1500. So you can be capable of 31 knots, which is absolutely crazy. I want you to do minesweeping and carry mines. Let's add another centerline swivel mount. Oh, okay, that's fine. You still got 103. Okay, if I increase the... Okay, it's still okay. That's great. Yeah, the rangefinder. No secondary, so give you more of these. I actually think, could we start giving at least some rudimentary defenses? Nope, we can't. The game still is really mad. Okay, engine priority can be normal. We could still go to 31 knots. Oh, okay. Do we have a maximum mines? 16. No depth charge throwers. Okay, but there's this possibility. Long and spacious accommodation. Yeah, that's not worth it. Normal and medium. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. So, 5-inch guns, more mines, more torpedoes, more speed, minesweeping gear. Okay, and I really don't want to call you G11. Okay, let's call you S1. Oh my god, did I redesign it? I did. I wanted to quick suggest name and I clicked. Okay, never mind, then we can do it. 31, coal turbine, medium, engine priority, normal. We want you to have the mines, the minesweeping gear, and more guns. Is that okay? Yes. And that's it. Did you have more of these? Let's give you more ammo. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's overgunned. The 5-inch ones have a pretty decent range either way, so it's not that bad. 200 for the one, medium, normal, freeboard is normal, normal. Everything is fine. Okay, it's gonna be S1. So save and finish. Okay, yes, they're gonna take 1 month to design. We're building another battlecruiser, aren't we? Yes, Leipzig. It's gonna be finished in 4 months. We're building Ludwig the First. I'm thinking we're gonna start building another König von Bayern. Because those are 2000. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, so let's name this one Maximilian II Joseph. Actually, speaking of which, I know this might be a little bit tedious, but 217, and you can get the director for your secondaries. We get aid 202. Jesus. Okay, can't make you faster. 9-inch guns are way too heavy. Belt could go to 8.5. Third top could go to 3. Okay, that should be still fine, right? What? This name is existing. Oh yeah, that's fine. So this is gonna be Maximilian. Okay, we actually have it like this. So this is gonna be Maximilian the II Joseph. Director. Oh, wait, didn't we have Ludwig? Oh yeah, we did have Ludwig. Why am I redesigning you? You have the director, and you can just have the secondaries as a director. So yeah, that's it. That's better. Maybe more ammo for the primaries. Okay, so like this. So this is this is what I wanted to do. Maximilian II Joseph. Remember, gradual, small increases are the key. Yes, design it. Cool. And the turn. The destroyer G5 is commissioned into the Navy. Battlecruiser Grengham has a belt armor of 11 inches. Okay, you are ready for construction. So go to build screen and build it. Why would you suggest this name? Maximilian II Joseph. Build it. And you are also ready. Okay, I'm gonna pause on that for a bit. And we got another ship working up. So into the reserve you go. We're just gonna stay and chill. What about the tensions between Austria-Hungary and Italy are back at 7. Spain and USA are at 8. Okay, so they're averting the crisis somehow. Good for them. End the turn. 2 destroyers commissioned to Navy. Very tense. Okay, so again, they escalated. Circulation augmenter. Explosive shells. Enhanced high explosive filler. Our floatplane scout Heinko is ready for operational service, and rebellion in Cuba continues. Okay, so we now have the... Oh, we have a lot of you, but I really don't have the destroyer leaders. Okay, next month, so in January. Okay, so we're gonna add them together in January. Starting to see a pretty decent monthly balance. So let me just put a little bit of this on the submarines. How much did you cost? 250? Yes. 250. So let's call you U701 and U702. So our mine-wing submarines are going to be designated by the 7 prefix. 16 months. Okay, good. I don't mind that. And last turn. 3 destroyers are commissioned into the Navy. We get a recent breakthrough machinery development, circulation augmenter, 1% weight saving on machinery. Our scientists report that they are working on the problem of improved director, but success has eluded them so far. Depth charges. Now we get depth charges that I started building the new destroyers. And rebels in Cuba are gaining the upper hand, and the Spanish government has agreed to grant them independence. Okay. Okay, so Cuba is independent now. Interesting. Well, that should probably lower the tensions. Maybe. We'll see. But now let me look at the destroyer that we have here, the S1. Because why can't I... The depth charge is there? What's up? Anti-submarine weapons. So we have depth charges, but we don't have depth charge throwers? I guess that is a little bit confusing, isn't it? Enables depth charges on ships. Okay, so does that mean something else that I read into it? So, Corvette, let's try it with Corvette. Would Corvette has depth charges? Nope. Okay, but I can put increased depth charge storage. Okay, so we don't have a thrower, but we do have a depth charge storage. So if we look at you have an anti-submarine value of 2, and if I put this one on, that's 3. Okay. So how far are we into the construction of... Oh, I haven't even started! Nice! Okay. So then, let us redesign you to S1D. And we're gonna give you depth charges. And you need a little bit less weight, so let's lower the ammo, and now you're perfect. So you have 31 speed, you have 5-inch guns, you have mines, minesweeping gear, and you have fire control. So this is great, and you're gonna cost us what, 300? No, not even that. That's just super cheap. Yep, okay. All okay. Yes, it's gonna take 51. Okay, and then we're gonna start mass producing these guys. So who are we building now? We're building the Ziegel, which is a Sea Louvre corvette. We're building Ludwig I and Maximilian II Joseph, 2 of our modern heavy cruisers. We're building Elbe. No, actually it's a rebuild. We're rebuilding Elbe, the Donau class, 8 more months, and we're gonna finish Leipzig next turn, which is gonna be our 4th battlecruiser. And then we can actually look at our battlecruisers and maybe start thinking about designing a completely new ones. You are München. Because look at that weight. So they really go a little bit higher on pretty much everything. You have the director, we need the director for the secondaries. Yeah, I mean, it's not such a big difference. Yeah, we're not going to be able to, and there's even not any reason to do that, but, you know, having a, or maybe creating a larger battlecruiser as a battlecruiser lead for our fleet would also be an option here. Because if we took you, München, where are you? And added 30,000. You would have this amount of free weight to play with. So I could just give you the 16-inch guns. And the game is not gonna bat an eye on that. And a higher belt coverage, 14 inches. just up everything a little bit. Conning tower. Turret top, secondary guns. Yeah, something like this, and you could be a perfect. Okay, so this is identified as a dreadnought. But yeah, this would actually work as a dreadnought. I would like that. So the ammo is just bonkers, honestly. So we can think about it. I'll think about that. I might even put it up to vote what you guys would like me to do with this. This would be, Jesus Christ, it's nearly 3 years of construction. But, you know, still deck. All or nothing. I like the sub deck more, that provides a better coverage. All or nothing was known to be prone to issues. Well, either way, thank you very much for joining me. This has been fun, and I'll see you in the next episode with a new update. And we're almost catching up to Great Britain. And as far as their economy goes, we are way above them. And USA jumped above us slightly. It's, you know, it's a small thing, but they did. Either way, cool, fun. See you next time.